Welcome back to Hot Water Wrestling, everybody. And I want to start this off before I do my DVD update. I know there's been a lot of people who have asked for a DVD collection video where I show all the DVDs in my collection. I would love nothing more than to do this for you guys. Unfortunately, though, I just don't have a camera and I have to record off the display, and I can't rip the display out of the wall. I mean, I could. It's not actually in the wall, but I can't pick it up and shoot the wall with it. I'll try to use my laptop for that. However, I can't really see what I'm shooting, and that kind of might be a shaky disaster. But I'll try something out. I'm going to get that up, though. I plan on buying a camera soon. So I plan on in the near future doing one of those videos. It'll be the first thing I do, I promise. Anyways, I'm losing my train of thought, and I'm here to do a DVD update. So let's see what Hot Water Wrestling got. Well, I just don't have DVDs. I have a book as well. But let's see here. We have Before They Were Famous. Now, I just bought these on a whim. What happened was, how I got all these DVDs was it was on eBay, and it was a lot. And lo and behold, there was a lot that had absolutely nothing I already had. What are the chances of that? Well, not very good. Probably will never happen again. So I got this Before They Were Famous. I checked out a little bit of it. It's pretty good quality for what it is. Sometimes you buy these and they're really terrible quality. But this one's not bad quality. Haven't got into the matches yet. Like I said, I just put it on. But I kind of like these. It's from OVW, Ohio Valley. It's got Jim Cornette hosting it. And of course, Ohio Valley Wrestling was a breeding ground for WWE talent for many years. Now they're doing FCW, but Ohio Valley was a company that they had their kind of minor leagues in. So we got that, and we got another one, Wrestling's Future Stars. Same company put this out. Once again, I haven't popped this one in. I popped that one in. I haven't popped this one in, but I believe this is also hosted by Jim Cornette as he's. Whoa! It's okay, folks. As he has, as he's on the back of this. There he is. I love Jim Cornette. He just makes me crack up. He's a colorful personality, I guess I should say. This has Batista, he was known as Leviathan, John Cena, who was known as the Prototype. It's got Randy Orton on here. This one actually has Unabomb, who was Kane, Chris Jericho, and Lance Storm. Mick Foley as Cactus Jack is on here, which is kind of cool. I never knew he did OVW. Yeah, so, I mean, a lot of good stuff. I'm not mentioning every single buddy, but a lot of good people on here. It's kind of fun to see these guys back in the day. So if anyone knows any good matches on here, put them in the this comments bar for me so I can check them out. And then I got this, Rey Mysterio. Now, once again, in the comments bar, can you put what the difference is between the different color covers? Does it have any bonus content? Blah, blah, blah. I haven't really examined this or looked into it. However, I'm not the biggest Rey Mysterio fan in the world. I'm really not. But it was in the bundle. And all these, surprisingly, are in very good condition. Not just good, but almost brand new. Basically brand new. This set especially is impeccable. Like the guy, I don't even know if you ever watched it. But you got the Rey Mysterio 3-disc set. I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't a documentary on here. At least it doesn't appear to be a documentary. I haven't put it in yet, but I looked at the insert. We used to get these called inserts. And it doesn't look like there's a documentary on this, which I would have liked to have. You know, I'm not the biggest Rey Mysterio fan. Not that I don't think his in ring work is good. I think his in ring work is excellent, and he's very entertaining. He's always the guy like fuck him, you know, and then he comes on and he blows me away, and I'm like, wow, you know, that was amazing. But I don't generally follow his career, and you know, didn't really see much of a need to own a DVD of Rey Mysterio, but this was like $22. These 4 DVDs. I'm going to show you the last one. So I got these. I got this. And I got this. For like $22, and that's with shipping. That's $22 straight up. So I mean, I consider it to be a pretty darn decent deal. You know, I mean, it wasn't like I got it all for 10, but hey, you know what? For me, it's like that averages roughly $5 a copy, so that works. Bloodbath. Don't know too much about this. I kind of, well, I heard some bad things about it quite some time ago, that it was kind of like not that great or whatever. I know there are some clipped matches on here, but you know, looking at it, it's got a lot of classics on there. And the good thing is it's TV-14. It's a true steel cage DVD, double disc set. So you know you're not going to get any WWE PG BS on here. So I'm sure it's actually going to be pretty good. Again, any of these DVDs, if you guys like them or know of good matches on them, I don't know much about any of them, so put some comments down and let me know if there's something on here I should check out. I mean, eventually I'll get around to watching it all myself, but this DVD actually looks a lot better than what I heard. I actually skipped it because when it came out, well, it was a while ago, and like 5 years ago, and you know, I felt like, I don't need that, whatever, I have enough crap and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, since we're in WWE PG and who knows what's going to become of some of this stuff, there was kind of an urgency like, hey, you know, I kind of want that now. Put it in the archive. You got like Bob Backlund versus Pat Patterson and Bruno Sammartino versus Larry Zbyszko. All this is in a steel cage. Backlund versus Jimmy Snuka, which I really want to see. And you got some great NWA/WCW matches like Magnum TA versus Tully Blanchard and Ric Flair versus Ronnie Garvin. So, I mean, you got some cool stuff on here. I think I have some of this stuff. There's another Bob Backlund versus Stan Hansen. I don't know if I have that one. I mean, Backlund was great back in the day, in the 70s, the early 80s. Bob Backlund was really fun to watch. When he came back in the mid-90s or something, he was kind of goofy, but he was badass back in the day. So anyways, that's that. And next, I got Undisputed. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Just came in the mail today, so I haven't had a chance to read any of it. I never read Lion's Tale, unfortunately. I think I might get Lion's Tale and read it first, but if you've read both these books, do you need to read one before you read the other? I don't really think you do. Jericho did a good job of explaining that Lion's Tale is about him coming up through the ranks, and this book is more about him surviving. I don't know. I might read this first. I've read a lot of books of guys coming up through the ranks. This seems about Vince McMahon, a little more dirt on this book. So, Chris Jericho. And lastly, I don't even know if you can get this anymore, but this is kind of cool. On the PWI 2010 Year in Wrestling. Gives a breakdown of the whole year, and you can read about a bunch of cool stuff in here. You know, once again, it'll talk about some promotions that you may not have heard of or wrestlers you haven't heard of. Always a good way to find out about wrestling other than WWE and TNA is to look in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. Though, you know, it is in a sense WWE centric. But there's still other stuff, other promotions, other people, other wrestlers, things to learn, and, you know. So, anyways, that's that. I'll see you next time on Hot Water Wrestling.